the DJI Mini 2, the remote. What's up guys? So in today's video, I'm going to give you a quick rundown on the functions and all the buttons on the remote. If in fact you have just purchased your drone and you're still trying to figure out what all the buttons do, or if you're contemplating buying your first drone and you're thinking about the Mini 2 or even the Mavic, because it also comes with this remote. However, you notice that there is another RC remote that you can purchase with the built-in LCD screen. And so, but if in fact you choose that remote, you're going to be paying an extra, I think $300 or $400 just for that remote when this one comes with the drone. And I'm going to tell you guys something. There is nothing wrong with this remote. And if in fact I had the same problem when I purchased the Mini 2 for the first time, because I was on a budget. I'm already spending about $700 after tax for the drone, for the Fly More kit. And if in fact I did want the remote with the LCD, it's going to cost an extra $400 for that remote. And I'm going to tell you guys, there is nothing wrong with this remote, and it's actually a really great option. It's simple. It comes with various different cords. Doesn't matter what kind of phone you're using, there's going to be a plug for your phone. And yeah, you just put your phone in there. But other than that, that's another video. Today's video, I'm going to give you a quick rundown of what all the buttons do. So the first button is the power button. And you may have trouble because maybe you don't know how to turn on your drone and it just keeps flashing and turning off. That's because in order to turn on the remote, what you got to do is you got to tap the button first once and then you hold it down. Then you're going to hear the beep and you're going to see the buttons blinking. That means that you've turned the remote on. Now, what's really great about this remote, I'm going to turn it back off, is that these light indicators also work as to tell you how much battery you have left in this remote. So if I push it once, you're going to see that all 4 lights are lit. However, if in fact your remote battery is drained, it's only going to flash maybe 1, 2, or 3 lights. And that's going to indicate that you need to charge the remote. And how you charge the remote is underneath right here, there is a slot here for your USB-C. And then you just plug it into your wall adapter. Now, you'll notice here on the remote right now, there are no joysticks. It's just joystickless. And if in fact you purchase the Fly More kit, you will see that you get the joysticks in a little baggie. However, these are actually just additional in case you lose your joysticks. And you don't have to actually open this. So you can leave this sealed. Because if you look at the bottom, you will notice that you've got the joysticks underneath in these little compartments here. So it's actually really well designed because when you put it away, you're not going to have those joysticks sticking out. So all you have to do is just pull these out and you screw them in just like so whenever you want to use the remote. And you got the other one here, do the same thing. We'll pull it out. If I can get it out. All right, we'll pull it out and you just screw it in. And it's simple as that. Okay, so let's go over some of the buttons. So we've got the joysticks. We've looked at the indicator light. We've looked at the power button, how to turn it on. In the middle here, you've got the option to fly in either cinematic mode, normal, or sport. I like to stay in cinematic mode, but if you want to go longer distance, like say if you're flying like 1,000 feet away and you want to get there a little bit faster, you can put it in sport mode and the drone will fly a lot faster. Now, beside that, you've got this button right here, which is one of my favorites. It's also in the app when you download the app because, of course, you're going to install your phone in here. But this button right here also works as the return to home button, which is a really great option and a feature in the DJI drones that a lot of drones on the market today still do not have. And that's the return to home option. So, for instance, when I first bought the drone and I flew it a couple times, I was a little bit scared going a distance because I'm scared what if it drops in the water if I'm flying over the water, or if it gets too far, it gets lost. But actually, this button works really great because you push this button and the drone will remember where it lifts up, where it takes off from. And if you get really far, like 1,000 feet away, and you're scared, you don't know where the drone is, but you're watching on the screen, right? All you have to do to bring it back home is push the return to home button, and the drone will fly back and it will land in the same spot it took off. So that's a really great feature that you will love using, and that will give you more confidence in flying further distances as well. So now let's move up. Now this button right here, this FN button, this button allows you to do pretty much anything. So when you're in the app, you go to settings, you can program this button to do just about anything you want it to do. If you wanted to open up the map, then you can customize it to do that. And this button will do anything you want to do in the customizing settings feature in the app. And so moving along to the other side of the remote, here, this button right here, which looks like a camera, is the camera video switch button. So this button right here will allow you to switch from either taking video or taking a picture. And then so when you look up at the trigger on the other side above the camera photo button, you've got the record button right here. So this button right here, this is the right side of the right trigger, will allow you to record, stop record, or take a picture. Now on the other side, you will notice you don't have a trigger. You've actually got a wheel, a scroll wheel. And what this scroll wheel will do, it actually controls the gimbal. So the camera, so of course you've got a gimbal camera on the drone, and this scroll wheel will allow you to tilt the camera down or sideways. Like if in fact you're flying over something and you want to get direct angle right below you, you can tilt the gimbal camera so that it looks straight down. So that's pretty cool. You've got that scroll wheel right there. Then of course, so this is where you would put your phone. So you would open this up and you would stick your phone in there just like so. And what's really great about this is, so as mentioned to you, you've got multiple different kind of adapters depending on what kind of phone you use. And so you can you pull this out right here, it stays in there and it's plugged in right there. And then you just put your phone in like so, and this plugs in. However, I don't think this is going to work because this is my iPhone, so I have a different plug, and this one is a USB because I like to use my Android. However, I don't have my Android here with me. But that's how that works, and that is basically the rundown on all the buttons for the remote. And I'm going to tell you guys again because I had the same issue when I first bought my drone. I really wanted the remote with the LCD, but it cost $400 for that remote. So I decided, I was on a budget, I'll just go with the original remote. And I'm happy that I chose this one because, to be honest, I don't see any real difference other than you have to plug your phone in, but it's not really a big deal. And the fact that I can take off these joysticks and place them right in the bottom right here in this hidden compartment for the joysticks is really cool and really travel friendly, so that it's not going to stab you if you put it in your pocket or something. But anyways, yeah, that is the rundown on the DJI Mini 2 drone remote. Anyways, catch you guys in the next one.